Washington winning the Connor Bedard sweepstakes would be cruel, but also, I mean, I'd have a devilish laugh if they were to win it. They would not be unlike when Pittsburgh transitioned from the Lemieux era to the Crosby era. They would go from the Ovechkin era to the Connor Bedard era. And that would be like decades and decades of having a generational talent in the fold.
I just did the simulation on Tankathon, and Columbus won the draft lottery.
I don't find anything intriguing about.
Well, Kent Johnson, the fact is his buddy is on that team. I think that's intriguing. But from a fan base perspective, yeah, like I don't want him going to Columbus.
As long as it's not the Blackhawks, that's the one I just could not. Out of all the teams, that is my least favorite choice.
11.5% chance.
I know. I got a good chance.
It would be so irritating.
Yeah.
Anaheim would be awful. I'm just throwing that out there. Anaheim would be awful. It's an irrelevant team in an irrelevant market,
and it's in the Canucks division, so it could hurt them, right?
Anaheim would be lousy.
Yeah.
Right? I understand that the Ducks have been real bad for a real long time, and they probably deserve this in terms of, regardless of who the prospect is or where you'd like to see him, the lottery should work at certain times where the worst teams get the best players. That's how you get out of these non-competitive funks.
Where would you be okay with him going if it's not the Canucks? Like, would you be okay with him going to Montreal?
Ugh.
Would you be okay with him going to Philly?
Philly would be intrigued. I think the NHL is better when Philly matters.
I think so, too.
So I think that would be okay. Again, don't kill the Halford and Brough show here, because we're just talking about what would be like stomachable, what would be okay, passable, plausible.
I want him to go somewhere where he's appreciated.
I feel
like at a full level. I think he'd be appreciated in Philly. I think he'd be obviously appreciated in Montreal, Detroit.
Right. Bedard in Philly would be the first generational player they've had since Lindros came aboard in 1992. All due respect to the Claude Giroux era, but he was not a generational talent like this. So Philadelphia, yeah. Washington, only because I think it would be super cool to see Bedard riding shotgun while Ovechkin was trying to chase Gretzky's record. That would be cool. That would. But
then it would peter it out, and then it would peter out. And you'd be like, okay.
Unless they, I mean,
Bedard's just on the Capitals.
Here's the
as
other
soon
thing.
as Ovechkin retires, the Capitals are basically going to be like, all right, who are we now?
Connor Bedard's team.
Well, yeah, apparently.
Other than that, I don't really want to see anybody win it, quite frankly. Maybe like some sort of Swedish Hockey League team or a Swiss team can get in the mix.
He goes to Moto somehow.
That's fine, right? Then we don't have to see him all that often, and we won't be missing out on anything because he won't be terrorizing the franchise.